Grace Njoki has been released on a police cash bail of 10,000 shillings and without being charged in court. Njoki, who captured national attention last week after interrupting Health Cabinet Secretary Dr. Deborah Barasa's press briefing at Afya House to protest the numerous challenges facing SHA, was initially arrested for, quote, causing disturbance. Although she was expected to appear in court on Friday, she did not. Citizen TV's Ben Kiri starts our bulletin with another story of the persecution of a perceived government critic.
Grace Njoki was released on a cash bail of 10,000 shillings following a night in detention at Capitol Hill Police Station. Shaken and tearful, she recounted her ordeal, describing how she was trailed to Ladnan Hospital in Nairobi, Sicily.
I'm a security person who I had seen earlier in Kenyatta, and I even asked him, "What are you doing here?" So I sensed that I was being followed, and he claimed he had a patient, and I can identify even when I see him, because the other time when I went to collect my results, I saw him. And he appeared from nowhere and he greeted me. So I told them I was coming to collect my results because they were inquiring what I had gone to do.
Njoki alleged that she was abducted by officers who failed to identify themselves. She claimed they drove her to 3 different locations before eventually taking her to Capitol Hill Police Station.
They drove around town and I ended up in another building. I don't even remember. They took me in. I stayed there for a few minutes. Then they changed again. They took me to 3 different locations before I ended up being here. But my question was, I asked them, if I have done anything wrong, why don't you just tell me? I come to the police station, I write my statement, I'm seeking medical treatment.
CCTV footage obtained from Ladnan Hospital paints a disturbing picture, showing uniformed and plainclothes officers manhandling and dragging her out of the facility. Witnesses, including patients, watched in shock as she was forcibly bundled into a waiting vehicle. At the time, Njoki had been waiting to receive medical attention.
There were over 20 officers. They carried me, they manhandled me. I was carried by force out of the hospital where I had gone to seek treatment.
Shame.
And I was dragged, I was pinched, I was bullied. And all through, they never told me where they were taking me or why they were arresting me.
The reason for her arrest?
Coming here for treatment. From last week, Wednesday, the systems are not working.
This moment on January 15th, 2025, that captured national attention. A group of frustrated patients storming the Afya House boardroom to voice their dissatisfaction with the quality of health services under the Social Health Authority SHA. At the forefront of this bold protest was Njoki, who accused the Kenyatta National Hospital of neglecting patients. It is this act of courage that appears to have landed the 61-year-old nurse in trouble. Njoki's lawyers have strongly condemned her arrest, labeling it an act of state intimidation. They praised her bravery in storming Afya House to demand better medical care for patients.
They have relented. They have sought to run with their tails behind their back on account of the fact that they were unprepared to bring the lioness of SHA to court.
The lioness of SHA, the only crime she did was to go and remind the state, the deaf state operators, that I have paid for SHA and I am not able to receive the services that I have paid for.
In a statement released last night, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations DCI said Njoki was arrested for causing a disturbance at the Ministry of Health boardroom. Police failed to present her in court as expected on Friday morning. Her legal team claimed that the police requested more time to investigate the matter, seemingly uncertain about what charges to press against her. Ben Kirui, Citizen TV, Nairobi.